Hello, my name is Caleb Woodard, and I am one of the employees that works on the base floor of our advertising firm, Albatross Advertising. As you all know, we are a small firm, as you are the management, and I've come to you to discuss the operation of possibly moving our firm from the inner city out to the suburbs. I know the main reason that you guys are planning on moving this firm is that the rent is significantly lower in the suburbs than it is in the inner city. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the situation that is going on and weighing all of the factors that are going into it. Um, since you're planning to move to the suburbs, the management is a lot closer to the suburbs, so it makes a lot of sense for the higher up workers to move to the suburbs. It's closer to them. It cuts down on transportation costs. But on the flip side, the employees are a lot closer from the inner city, the individuals that contribute to this company, as I am one of those employees. So some key points in keeping the firm where it is in the inner city are that the location of the firm currently right now in the inner city is a lot closer to the business district. We are right in the middle of the business district, and that in itself attracts a lot of clients and a lot of potential employees as well. We get a lot of advertising just on our own being in the business district. People are walking through a lot of the time or driving through since it's the inner city. So if we move, we may lose a good amount of business from the clients that are from the inner city. They probably don't want to drive all the way out to the suburbs. So there would be some loss of business there. There will also be a lot less traveling through. A lot of clients will not be traveling through the suburbs as they live in the inner city, and so our customer base and our possible customer base will be a lot lower than it could have been if we stay in the inner city. Some points that are for moving the firm is that the rent is obviously significantly lower, and that is an obvious decision. If you're just looking at the rent, it makes perfect sense to move out to the suburbs, as well as it's closer for the management. If you're higher up, you think that you deserve more, and that's true. You've worked a lot harder, and I think that is one of the reasons why it would be good to move out to the suburbs. And a possible gain for new clients as well is a big plus for moving out to the suburbs. So that's the opposing side, is that the clients that we may lose, we could possibly make up for with other clients that live out in the suburban area, and these clients may actually be wealthier. Typically, the residential areas in the suburbs are more wealthy and have higher paying jobs than those in the inner cities. So that is a possibility for moving out of the inner city. We can attract some higher paying customers that will result in a higher revenue for us, even if we lose customers. One big reason why I'm very for, and I know another of my colleagues are very for the firm staying in the inner city, is that I and a couple of other employees do not have cars. And so we don't have the money to pay for cars. So we would have to start paying for public transportation from the inner city all the way out to the suburbs. And this would be a big liability in our working at the new firm. And so to accommodate for that would take a lot more out of my salary than would walking. And so that is a big worry for some of the employees. So I have a possible decision for you to look over and decide. Either you can raise the pay of some of the base employees, as myself, to accommodate for the transportation costs, moving out and getting there in the morning and coming back through taxi services or buses. Um, or you can continue to stay in the old firm, in the old building, where we can attract the same customers and be heavily competitive in the advertising business. Since we are in the heart of the business district, we will also attract more traffic that's just coming through. People will see um, once again, see our building and become interested in that. So those are the options that I have for you, and thank you for hearing me today.